go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see shit doing.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Deion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
When you a teammate and push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
He was up. You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm going to keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undisputed. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound.
Shoot. This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, I think you can do something with that. Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes, I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, it's a Sunday. It's a Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, yes. One day I'll be in the Super Bowl. Nope, ever. God dang. Talking about dreams unrealized. Never made it to the Super Bowl. I went like y'all, either watching it on TV or sometimes I actually went, sat there in the crowd like a damn corporate exec, sitting in them seats looking weird. Like, damn, I should be on that field. But damn it, I ain't good enough, or my teammates ain't, or both. Love to you guys, man. Rock with me on Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to talk some talk. We're going to learn life lessons using sports and sports media and all these superstar athletes and entertainers. And we're going to learn from each other, but we're going to be who we are. Let's talk about this right now because we know it's Super Bowl Sunday.
You know, y'all can say I'm a hater, but this ain't what the Super Bowl supposed to look like.
That's crazy. Hold on. No.
You getting modest on this show.
I need you to elaborate on that one, please.
Okay, let them elaborate, but let me elaborate on these individuals right here. We all know Micah Parsons, right? Give him a round of applause. Thank you, baby. Okay, we got A.J. Brown right there, right? Yeah. We got Bryce Young right there, right? We literally have hot, lukewarm, and cold right here. I'm giving you the real. This is the nicest guy they ever created. Bryce Young, best family, best dude ever created right here. Okay, A.J. Brown, obviously we know where they take him sometimes in narrative. I don't think that he actually maps onto that with his real personality, but he trying to get his. He understands how finite this opportunity is to play football. He ain't going to sit by on his hands and let them talk about him or his opportunities. Then there's Micah Parsons, who's injured right now. We all saw him in the Pro Bowl rolling around in that, I don't know what was that, a senior citizen cart or whatever it was. But Micah Parsons, who has a personality, who is hosting this show right here, who also gets misconstrued. A lot of that was because he went into war with a billionaire. But that said, let's listen to these guys. What's wrong with the Super Bowl?
Because football is so hard. It's so hard to win at this league. Like, so the two teams that are there, they deserve to be there, guys. Like, trust me. Like, it is so hard to win. Like, for example, I just said the Panthers almost beat us, and to you all, that was
the example. You could have used a lot of things.
Stay with me. But the record at the time did show that you guys were playing well. But every given Sunday, you never know, and you have to come out and play your best ball. So to say again, those two teams deserve to be there.
I just feel like this year specifically.
Who is it supposed to be? Who is supposed to be?
Hey, you know what's funny? A.J. Brown is being very nice. He really wanted to tell this dude, hey, man, stop being a hater. Like, what you think this is? And we're going to talk about how sports doesn't really add up. Let's talk through it.
Be this year.
The Green Bay Packers. I tell you that.
Hey, okay. Then he had to bring it home like a homer. Boo, boo. Nobody want to hear all that. Green Bay Packers wasn't making no Super Bowl. But then again, who saw Seattle coming? Who saw New England coming this year? The real of it is, and this is something that I don't want to say this relationship is fake, but it certainly is not the most authentic. Just like right there, who's supposed to be in it? The Green Bay Packers. And if he didn't get traded, who's supposed to be in it? The Dallas Cowboys. Like, your loyalties, man, they've been sold all over the place. Let's be real about this. Anybody who raises their hand in the sport of football and says that their goal and their mindset is that they are working towards making the Super Bowl has just told you a lie. Has just sold you a lie and is just lying to your face, and they don't even give a damn. Maybe they lying to themselves as well, because what's crazy is there are no absolutes in that contest. There are no givens. That's why it's any given Sunday, right? A perfect Patriots team, how'd that go? Did it end perfectly? Right? And then you look at it this year, you see a team that last year wasn't that good in New England, and now they in the Super Bowl, and they may win it. Like, literally this time tomorrow, they could be like, we're Super Bowl champions again. Belichick still ain't in. Again. Kraft still ain't in. Again. Brady might not get in first ballot. Again. Gronk might not get in first ballot next year. Again. Dog, I used to laugh. We used to always talk about this. Like, your real goals. Like, a simple one is, I want to get 10 sacks this year. Okay? Now, you know there's a road that can end with you getting 10 sacks or more. You know that. As soon as you wake up, I can get 10. I got to put this work in. I got to go do my drills. I got to do my hand work. I got to go to this karate class. I got to do all these things, right? And you can get 10 sacks. But no matter what you do, I'm trying to tell y'all, no matter what you do, if you, the individual man, wakes up and says, we're going to win the Super Bowl, we're going to make the Super Bowl, you just told yourself a damn lie, because your car don't know where to drive. It's like, what are we supposed to do? Because there have been insanely great players who didn't even make it to the Super Bowl. Barry Sanders. Insanely great players that didn't win a Super Bowl. Dan Marino. And then insanely great players like Dan Marino promised, oh, you'll get back. He went too early. It's coming. Drake May, better be careful. It may not come back, bruh. So it's just like, I just wanted to decode that because the sociologist in me keeps hearing these lies. And I'm like, dog, we'll love football without lying to me. You ain't got to tell me, oh, it's about Super Bowl. Dog, it's about you balling out of control. That's why a lot of players respect the Hall of Fame way more than they do a Super Bowl champion. That's why everybody acting a damn fool over Belichick and Kraft, etc. Because they like, dog, if you take that away, which is supposed to be a merit-based award. Like, I did that. Give me mine. Show me the receipts of my greatness. If you take that away and then we just walk around honoring champions, some of these dudes didn't even play in the Super Bowl. Like, literally was sitting next to me. I'm in the crowd. You on the bench. I'm in the front row. We together. And they talk about, I'm a Super Bowl champion. Man, get your sorry ass out of my face. It's about 33 dudes on every team that we say he a champ. The rest of them dudes, we know you on the team, but don't tell me. Because if you don't tell me, I won't have to clown. Simple as that. I'm just giving y'all the raw, giving you the real because we in the locker room. We're going to talk through this. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. First of all, who's going to win? I got Seattle. If all things are equal, they go out there and play their best, basically. When I say that, I don't even know if that's the right way of saying it. But if they all go out there and play their best, Seattle should win. They're just a better unit altogether. All things considered, they should win. However, that's not football. That's not even sports. It's not how good you are. It's how well you play. And it's not even how well you play all the time. It's how well you play at that time. It's crazy. That's why we gotta love sports. We can't let sports go away, y'all. We can't let it go. We can't let these streamers take us on all these channels and say, forget it. I'm getting fatigued and tired of paying and tired of chasing. I'm done. You can't. Y'all don't go to church no more. If religion is already fractured. You know what I mean? Everybody all over the place. Y'all watching church from home now. Y'all streaming church. Casby streaming church. Just crack me up. Or I'm going to church. I'll be there at 9 o'clock. Going to church. Casby coming from the club straight up. Looking like this. This is how they dressed. You're like, God dang. It really is this. You got the preacher or somebody trying to look fresh still, old school. You got him. He like, look, man, I'm just glad I'm here. God happy too. You know what I mean? You got every level, right? Got the shoulder out. Hey, sister. All that and above. We're going to get into that topic right there because that's Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless talking about people still accusing them of ruining sports media, not social media, sports media. We'll get into that. My last point about this Super Bowl stuff is I think Seattle wins. I also think that Seattle could blow them out. They can't blow out Seattle. I don't see that happening. So it's once again, we're kind of in that Indiana-Miami game again, where there's only three ways it's going to happen. New England barely wins. Seattle barely wins because they don't play their best, or Seattle blows them boys out. Y'all look like meat out here. So we'll see what happens in the game today. Beat it up in the comments. Let me give some love to y'all for rocking with your boy. And like and subscribe. God dang. Y'all just be watching. Stop doing that. I heard you're supposed to say like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Who's number one today? Brooklyn Shogun. Oh, yeah. He said Sam Darnold rags to riches. Yes. It couldn't be a better person this happens to. A better story either. Because this dude got discarded. Number 3 pick overall from USC. You know he living the life. He from L.A. He from the Orange County. He go to SC, he kill it. Get drafted number 3, go to New York? Yes. Ooh, no. He's been through it. So you got to give some love to him, see where this goes. I hope. I'm rooting for him. I mean, I'm not even dissing Drake May. I just know that I'd rather Sam Darnold get. Okay, who's number 2? I see you in there, Anthony Smith. Shout out to you. You ain't in the top 3, though, right now. Get your game up. Universal Trappers, smash up the likes. Tell them, baby. Ben C, always in the building. There are good stories from the Super Bowl. Darnold coming back from obscurity, the rebirth for the Pats, but the NFL forgot how to market white quarterbacks now. Ooh. Where were you when I was preparing for this show? I know something is amiss. I am not lying to y'all, and I love me some football. I am not the one up here pandering. I love Roger Goodell. I love the establishment. I love that these guys are making 4 times the amount of money that I did when I played, doing the same exact thing, having the same exact stats, right? I told you guys, Joey Bosa had 29 sacks. I had 29 sacks when I got paid $40 million. He got $130 million. Go, Goodell, go. I love the NFL. Don't do that. Nothing's perfect. That's why I hate when people talk back and push back. Oh, what about this? What about you? What about me? Ain't nobody perfect. I don't care about perfect. I'm just saying, damn, they doing a good job. But they have messed up this Super Bowl. Can't lie. I ain't even throwing a Super Bowl party. I'm just inviting my sister and the homies. Not even all my homies. Because I don't want it to turn into a party because I'm not that excited. I'm not. I'm just not in that space. I don't know what it is. It could be me. It could be you. It could be we. I don't know what it is, but we're just not into it. We'll see with the ratings, because the ratings obviously have been up this year. Nielsen changed how they viewed it, but they changed it last year, right before the Super Bowl too, so this is going to be tough. I'm interested in seeing Bad Bunny, politics aside. Look, when people always want to bring in Bad Bunny, all this other stuff, and I know, look, I don't want my son wearing bras. I'm not stupid. I know that. I get it. I also didn't want my son wearing heels, and I like Prince. I didn't want my son walking around with baboons and little babies. I like Michael Jackson. Like, I'm not bringing all of anything to any place, anywhere. I'm not. Because if so, I'm never going anywhere. I'm not going to like anybody. I'm not going to like anything. All of us got jacked up problems. We're going to get into that, too. This show is still going to talk about President Trump and the video and how offensive it is to Black America and how offended Black America is. And you know me, I'm a Black American and I'm not offended by it. There are some other things that I've been insulted by, I will highlight, etc. Things that really get in my crown. We're going to talk through that. We got a bunch of what retires football players. We got a bunch of videos and stuff from Super Bowl. Cardi B out here set tripping. I don't know what's wrong with that lady. Don't let her be at the Super Bowl ever again with alcohol. It's all good. We're going to have fun. So beat up in the comments. Ride with your boy. We're just going to talk real on this show. This is the only show. This is the only show we're going to talk real. I'm telling y'all, because I know all these people. They be lying. Let's go.
That you and I ruined sports media.
Yeah.
That we destroyed it with our style or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That it's Screaming A. Smith and Skip Baseless, right? That's all we ever heard. And if I may say so myself, I think we revolutionized it.
Y'all did.
I don't know their names. I know your guys' name, you know?
Right.
Okay, I didn't need that part. Hey, girl. No. I don't know their names. Yes, you do actually know other names. Don't do that. You never heard of Dan Patrick? You ain't never heard of Jim Rome? You know how much money Jim Rome has made? Of all the people in sports media. See, this is why this show is necessary. No one has made more than Jim Rome. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Jim Rome lived next door to Kobe doing Rome is Burning. I'm just trying to tell y'all. It's a game out there. Here's what I want to give them flowers for. They did bring the dough. They did bring the eyeballs. The way they did it, obviously, we don't think it's ideal, but it got the deal done. Okay? Calling people out their names, calling people crazy, calling people weak, on a hate campaign against some of the greatest players we've ever seen, whether it's LeBron James or Russell Westbrook, coming in and just pumping up Tebow, being completely wrong, Johnny Manziel, all that. Look, we get it. That was their way. I'm not going to hate on their way. That's how they got there. But what they did, the destination, they brought the dough. Because before it was those isolated characters. It was a Jim Rome over there, right? Now you got it where it's a McAfee too. It's a Bill Simmons too. It's all that stuff because they did help rise that tide. But don't act like they're the only one. This is a big version. This is huge. These are two of the Mount Rushmores. I would give you that. But we don't act like we don't know nobody else's name. See, that's what I'm saying. When they be getting together, they just be lying. They just be kicking. Now, if she was sitting there with Jim Rome and Dan Patrick, Rich Eisen, and whoever the hell, Pat McAfee, what's she gonna say? They don't know your names? Stop playing.
And the ratings would say we were pretty good.
Damn right.
And I would say that no one has ever quite matched the chemistry that maybe God above gave us. But it's just hard to find. You can't teach it, coach it. It just worked. And it was entertaining, and it was enlightening, and it was just fun. Yeah. And I think it was fun for everybody. Like Gerald grew up on it and has always told me he just never had so much fun watching something as watching us. Right.
Okay, and Ben C, I hear you. Them fake-ass books back there. All them LeBron books. Page 1 LeBron. You know how LeBron never read a book. He just Open it up. Look at the book. Look at it. That ain't even a book. Oh my God. Come on. What is this? Gridiron? What is Underdog? Come on, dog. I know everybody gambling, but they also reading too. At least on this show we are. All right, so get it going. What he's saying is real. Like, I don't know another pairing that's better. I know other pairings that were great. You could think of Stuart Scott, and then you could go a couple of different places with that, right? As I mentioned before, even Dan Patrick, but you could go with John, what was the name? John Anderson. You go all those places, right? But nobody, I mean, that's why I'm drawing a blank. Nobody did what they did, and they deserve their flowers. But you know what comes with flowers? Dirt. Let's hear some dirt.
Well, you're right. And I think that it's a lot of BS when it comes to that stuff because you got a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, because people look at what we've been able to achieve and they're like, why them?
That's not true. And I understand why you feel that way because you feel like you're the target. You got a machine gun, right? And if you shoot the machine gun at the target like, what you doing, dog? Why just me? But those bullets going everywhere. And the target is sitting there like, why just me? You feel the pain that you feel. You're the main star in your movie. But being real, people are not all that jealous. Jealous is, oh my God, I don't want them to be that. Nobody's sitting there saying that. People want to be who they want to be. And sometimes it matches up, sometimes it surpasses, sometimes it doesn't. But I think a lot of people don't even compare. What's the point of comparing yourself to somebody else? They're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to be with your wife. You better hope. They're not going to be the father of your kids. So this whole, like, people do that to keep you at distance, right? It's their way of measuring, like, oh, you just jealous, right? Like, what would you say to Jim Rome when Jim Rome's like, I don't like the style that you guys do? What would you say to Pat McAfee, which we know they got an issue? Like, what would you say to Pat McAfee if one day he just woke up and I know he got it in him, but he just doesn't want to do that because they own the same team, loosely. What if Pat McAfee just sat here? You need somebody who qualifies because people don't think if you don't qualify, then your words don't matter. People care about the messenger more than the message. Because I'm not jealous of them. I love them. I love what they've done. I just don't like the way that they've done it. But that's not me. That's not my position. My position is, do you, dog? You probably don't like the way I do it. Do me. But when you say jealousy, so I bring you someone who is there. I bring you a Pat McAfee. Forget that. I bring you Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, whose company is now valued at around $1 billion. Okay? They doing the same thing. They doing it in their garage watching Monday Night Football. You're at the game talking about Monday Night Football. Are they jealous? So when people do that, they always want to keep you at bay, at distance. It's almost their protection mechanism. People jealous and envious. No, they not. They just don't agree. It's okay to disagree without being envious. You just looking at them like, that ain't the way I would do it. Simple as that.
Why not us? But I often use the analogy, well, not necessarily an analogy, but I often say, you looking at me at First Take. Where were you when I was a high school reporter for the New York Daily News? Where were you when I was covering high school sports for free? Like literally, I was working as an editorial assistant for the Greensboro News and Record in the daytime. And then at nighttime, I had to cover high school sports in the Greensboro, Piedmont Triad area is what it's called, and all of those surrounding areas for free to get into the business.
Okay, let's not do this. I'm not a fan when people all of a sudden want to take us back to this homage story to make them sympathetic. Look, dog, everyone bakes a cake starting off with flour. All cakes start with some flour, okay? We get it. Everybody got a humble beginning compared to their success. I don't care how successful you are. If you are a success, it didn't start off there, because if so, it wouldn't be a success. Even if you were born on third base, if you round and go home, you gonna talk about, oh man, when I was born on third base, but we ain't talking about that now. You got a fleet of airplanes now. You don't have just one. Talk about that, okay? So I understand what he's doing. He's trying to say, I work for it. People work for it too. I just want to get to the point where you address, why do people say this against you? Whether they're right or wrong, get there.
Only thing I got out of it was a per diem. for gas and a meal, and that was it. Where were you when I was doing that? Where were you when I was a high school reporter? Where were you?
Let me interrupt.
Sure.
Let me interrupt, God dang it. Where were you when I was in the 8th grade and I couldn't even bench press 135 pounds? But where were you when I got cut in the 9th grade because I was... Man, if y'all don't get out of here, to me that shows that, are you happy where you are? Because if you're happy where you are, you tell that story completely different. You, probably even skip over the hardships because it's like, dog, everybody got to go through something to get there. How you think how you bake that cake? You got to heat it up. Everyone starts with flour, and you got to heat it up. Heat it up, damn it.
Where were you when you were covering the Sixers?
That's
Larry
right.
Brown was the coach.
That's right.
And when I first met you in Chicago at the house that Michael Jordan built, you were suited and booted. And very few, if any, reporters came in coat and tie to cover the games. And then you told me later, Larry Brown told you, you should look the part. You should dress the part.
Quick story, Larry Brown, so there's this big mall in Pennsylvania, it's called King of Prussia. And
you sure that's a mall? That sounds like it's the spot. Coming to the stage, Precious.
one of these days, Larry Brown, I saw Pat Croce with these pairs of smooth-ass Italian shoes. And I'm like, I like those. And he was like, I said, how much are they? He said, oh, don't worry about it. Because I said, I want to know. He's like, $600. $600. $600. That's a lot of money. I'm on the newspaper salary. I'm not paying that. And Larry Brown just walked over because he heard us talking. He shook his head. He was like, that's what's holding you back. You think about where you are. I want you to think about where you're going.
Exactly.
So I thought about that, right? And I said, I'm going to go look for these shoes, right? So I go to the King of Prussia Mall. And I literally stroll down the escalator, and some dude is at the bottom of the stairs waiting for me. And I said, who are you? He said, we were expecting you. Larry Brown called.
Oh, that's dope.
Here are the shoes.
Now that's dope. I'm glad you took me down the memory lane for this. I love that. I love that. Now, I'm not going to lie to y'all. This doesn't add up to their success or to the general conversation or question of, did you guys ruin sports media? Not no damn Larry Brown hookup shoes. But, hey, it makes him feel better. Hopefully he gets there. Let's go.
Oh, wow.
He said, no, it's $600. He said, pay for it. I said, $600? He said, yep, no excuses. And I paid for those shoes, and it was like, that story stays with me because my cousins would be, or my sisters would be reminding me it's a suit. It's $500 at the time or $800, and I would have a heart attack. And now it's like, I don't think about it because I'm talking about before I got paid. It was like, nah, because I'm trying to be about where I was going. And to speak to your point about the industry, yeah, you're going to have people that's jealous or whatever, but you're absolutely right. We revolutionized it, but let's understand why. We saw the forest from the trees. Both of us were in newspapers. We saw the industry dying.
Yes, sir.
We saw them transitioning from that to .com.
There we go.
We saw, and we would sit up there and we would run in the radio host. Didn't know shit. They would sit up there going like this. Now, how much, we making $75,000, $100,000. These cats making $300,000, $400,000.
Right.
Just to talk for 2 hours on the radio. I was like, I need to find out more about that industry. Right. And then don't get me started once I learned about television. How much you get paid? Oh, really? That's what we doing. Okay. So I saw all of that, and that's where the transition kicked in. So we didn't lose our newspaper roots. Our foundation was what it was. But the industry was evolving, and it was changing, and it was getting more into talk and stuff like that. Skip knew he could talk. I knew I could talk. We were like, and we got the information.
Yeah.
What we worried about anybody else for?
Right.
That's what we did.
Blah, blah, blah. We got there. God dang, I knew it. I knew it. All that dancing, all that window dressing, as they say in football, motion. All that motion to show me man or zone. All that motion to try and get you to leverage. Nah. Run the damn play. My coach told me this my rookie year. He said, Wiley, stop thinking. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yo, little nerdy Columbia ass, shut up. Stop thinking. There's only two things they gonna do. Run the ball or throw it. I said, oh, okay. Run it or throw it. Stop thinking. Read your keys and just make the play. Oh, I love it. Here we go. Let's get real about this. Because they said a couple things. One thing that was very insulting to you guys, you better catch it. I'm here to help you. And this is happening all the time because we have this hierarchy We actually conflate like intelligence with success. We conflate intelligence with someone's money, someone's power, someone's fame. It can go together and it can also be independent. Someone can win the lotto and then, damn, don't think they smart. They just scratched and sniffed, damn it. Okay, here's part 2. Someone can be born on third base. My son, MJ. I love my boy to death, and I think he is smart. But at the same time, you ain't got to assume he's smart. You know what I mean? People be doing that. Now, there are times when it actually, no, that sucker's smart. You know what I mean? He a billionaire, and he's smart as Ben Horowitz, the homie. He's smart, and he a billionaire. Okay? Don't separate the two. Okay? Don't get it twisted. I can keep going, example after example, but this is what is insulting to y'all. They try to say it's us. This is the deflection. This is how they do misdirection. Oh, the whole industry is jealous and envious of us. So they try to make it seem like their peers are not rooting for them. But the ultimate play of that is saying, y'all ain't smart. That's why y'all need them to feed you the information, to say it the way that they say it, to keep you entertained and educated, because y'all don't really know. That's why, they say anything and they act like it's rule, it's law, they're expert. And then whenever there's pushback, what do? They double down. But then the industry shifted, like he said, and this is what's genius about what they said. The industry shifted because there was a time when they blew up where no one could push back like that. Y'all remember those days? When they said it, they said it. Before, like Facebook, what did it come out? 06, Instagram, 08, 09, X and all that. Like we were talking MySpace days when they first really got they roots. And they start rolling. And it was just evolving, the pushback. So they took advantage of a shift in the industry, like anyone does in any market, right? When the market is down, the rich people buy in because they like, this is cheap, right? And when it's bullish and when it's running, you just ride the receipts. You just ride the unrealized gains. Sometimes you realize them. They took advantage of it smart. They were on the ground. They were the forgotten. They were the ones with all the information. That's why data is the best company you could be in. That's why all these companies, all they want is you to sign up. You'd be like, why am I here? I'm at Target. Why you want my damn social security number? Data. You know where the billionaires come from? Data. Got all these people. I know everything about you. So they come out with all the data of sports because they are the journalists. But they ain't got the theater with them. They ain't got the sizzle with them. But then the industry starts shifting. And they were like, we see opportunity. With all this information, we can say whatever we want. Who can prove us wrong? I was at the game in the $600 shoes. What you gonna say? You couldn't even say anything. Remember those days? Oh, you watch the TV, you're like, man, I don't agree with that. That didn't leave your living room. But now things evolved. You wanna know what happened to them? Simple. Y'all did. Enough of that. I know more. Then Jalen, God dang. Whoa, I'm getting old. Oh, God, Lord. Jalen, is it Jalen? Jalen Rose. I was about to say Jalen Hurts 12 times. Jalen Rose. He rose while social media rose. Remember that? They came together, that moment where he was like, let me undress you, Skip, since you like to undress athletes. At the same time, we all could collectively start to react. And our voice got louder. It's real spit, y'all. It's a science, man. If you study sociology, all this stuff is the same. That's why when people get mad at me, I just laugh. I'm like, dog, I've already studied your reactions. I've studied the actions. Doesn't mean I'm expert and I am not perfect. Trust me, far from it. But I'm not stupid. You can't tell me, go over there. I already know what's over there. Danger. I don't go towards danger. There's enough danger where I am, and it doesn't even say danger. I'm never going where I know there's danger. So that's what happened to them. They insulted the industry, and they used their information as the insult. We know more than you. And we know how to talk it. Then they put that flavor on it. I told you how I met Stephen A. Smith first time at Best Damn Sports Show in like 2001. I said, this dude's a star. I ain't even know him. Still didn't know him like a year or two later. I didn't know. I saw him that day. I was like, I gave him dap, love. We did the show together. I was like, you are insane. And I moved on. I was like, he going back to Philadelphia with his $600 shoes. He going to be him. Now he's Stephen A. Salute. But I knew that from hello because he put that information. He put that information to use the way that we could consume it. He lit it up. Give them their props. But they insulted you until finally you start pushing back. Right? And then now we're in a different space. We're in a different place in terms of that dynamic duo. But please, please don't lazily call that jealousy and envy from the peers or from you. Because what they do is they strip you of your power because they say, look at the messenger. That's just a fan. That's just a guy. That's just a coal miner. That's just some dude off the street. Don't be belittling me, fool. I'm smart. I don't give a damn who it is. If he come up to me with some jewels, that dude is it. I know he's a crackhead. I know that he's on hard times. I know that he only has one leg. I don't care. I'm not. This is not a race. I didn't ask the one-legged guy to race me. He just broke down something that I was thinking differently on. Props. That's a different race. So the jealousy argument is really intended for you, but it's disguised for us. They know we all making money. They all know we on 8. I done checked every box. So how you gonna say I'm jealous? I done been on 9 shows. I done been on 18 networks. What are you talking about? So it's not me. It's not anybody that looks like me. It's none of my peers. It's your ass. Keep you away. Don't come up to me. Here's the second part. You got to understand the genius of what they did. And I'm going to give them all their flowers because they were ground troops, right? Think about this. You know how now you watch battles and stuff, it's nothing but drone warfare. They ain't using humans no more. They're like, I wish they would have did this from day one, but of course we didn't have technology. We didn't have the foresight. Now they like, we got a problem over there. Next thing you know, they go to Radio Shack, get them a little car or a little RC car. That little RC car go to me. Little Michael Knight, little Kit, Michael, go over there, boom, everybody gone. Crazy, right? They had the code. Skip and Stephen A. had the code. They had the code of information. They had the balancing act, the black and white. You know, this country loved them some polarization. You know? And this polarization went where Skip had to lean where Stephen A. went because, hey, that's the way to go. He never would push back on Stephen A. on them racial issues. He tried to sound blacker. He put on some Jordans. Hang with Lil Wayne. I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about right here. And then you saw Stephen A. was like, dog, you going too far because I'm not even on that side. Kaepernick and all that stuff. Stephen A. like, dog, don't let this skin color fool you. I ain't listen to Joe Biden. I'm only black if I vote for you. Stephen A. like, I ain't like that. But they were able to play us like that. Real spit. The genius of them is they put the reps in. They saw it. Skip Bayless been writing books since 1970, y'all. And Stephen A. been going to games since 1988. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, them dudes put in so much work, their credibility was so high that when they were able to say something, you believed it. And more importantly, you couldn't push back because there was no conduit. There was no mechanism for you to push back. But then when it came, did it come? Skip Bayless, Jalen Rose, mark it down. Terrell Owens, Stephen A. Smith, mark it down. The way they will mark it down is that the industry was jealous or envious. The way that you know you marked it down is like, no one's perfect. But what a run that they had. So salute to those guys for being great. I know y'all got some responses in the comments, so let's beat it up in the comments before we get to the next topic. I just like giving my 2 cents on things. Oh, it's more Stephen A. Smith, but this time with a new partner. Talking about, nobody did it like us. Wait till this next segment. We'll see. Respect. Oh, people talking about Woody Page and all them. Okay. Woody Page needs more recognition. He is the one that started all this on Cold Pizza. Hey, I used to go on Cold Pizza. I know exactly what you're talking about, Ben C. Yeah, real spit. Like a lot of guys started. I mean, Skip Bayless used to go on Jim Rome's show. Rome is Burning, I think, is the first one. But you can say Woody Page, whatever. But Roman's Burner been out way before it's cold pizza. So if you really want to put somebody, that's why I'm saying I hate when people get lazy and they just say, you hating. No, listen. Stop being so insecure. They're saying something that can actually help. You ever get a prescription? Of course. Sometimes you can't pronounce what the hell it is, but you're taking it. Here's the thing. Check the dosage. They change 300 milligrams, 800 milligrams, right? So stop thinking that somebody coming up to you, you think you perfect, you good. I don't need no drugs. I don't need no prescription. I'm ready. How about 10 milligrams of this? Just that. That's how I look at life. Like, I'm not perfect. So, you got 10 milligrams of what? Of genius? Let me take a little bit of that. Add to your repertoire. King Juju, thanks for the super chat. He said Skip and Stephen A are GOATs. Absolutely. They're on the Mount Rushmore for sure. I don't know the other two. Let's do that. Beat it up in the comments. Who's the GOATs? Who's the Mount Rushmore of sports media? Those two, damn. I mean, it's crazy, but Pat McAfee, for the business of Pat McAfee, it's like I want to throw him up there, but I understand when we having a different conversation because, Pat McAfee all young and stuff, and he's just getting started. But Jim Rome. I got to put Jim Rome up there. I don't care what y'all think, how y'all feel, how y'all missing him, how y'all don't know. Us who know he about that dough. And Dan Patrick probably. His business is insane. Dan Patrick turns down deals that I'm like, please. You know how you hang out with your boy just to get the crumbs? I'm like, please throw that my way. He's like, nah, I don't need this Mercedes deal. So it's maybe that. Beat it up in the comments. Let's have some fun. Don't do that. Somebody put Heard by Mita said Ryan Clark. No hate for Ryan Clark, but he unqualified for that. No, not the GOAT. Not Mount Rushmore. Y'all silly. What about this? Shannon Sharpe open to a reunion with Stephen A. Smith. Say what? What? Yo, this is good. Are there any quotes in here? Okay, here we go. He did an exclusive interview with Front Office Sports. I couldn't find the video, plus knowing me, I'll get it shut down anyway. Y'all know how they act on my channel. Sharpe said he's open to a possible reunion with Smith and ESPN. Oh, snap. That's not my call. I would love to go back if they were to call. Put it out there, Shannon. Shoot your shot. Burke Magnus, we all heard from him all over the years. Jimmy Pitaro, Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts is, I know him of all them. He was there when I was there. I don't remember the other two, but respect. Dave Roberts is a brother, just to help you out. That is, it's Black History Month. Got to give some props. That is their call, but obviously I'm more than willing. I'm more than capable. They see what we do here on Nightcap. They see the numbers that we generate. Let's talk about that a little bit. We got to get some flowers out. Club Shay Shay was in the top 10 this weekend on YouTube. I was in the top 100,000, so let's go. Both of our shows are normally in the top 20. Very few people can say they have a top 20 show. We normally, customarily, what school you go to? Have 2 shows in the top 20 on YouTube. So clearly, I still have a fan base. Hell yeah, you do. I still have a big following. Hell yeah, you do. If a reunion is in order, I'm amenable to it. Oh, he did go to good school. Look at that. ESPN had no comment on Sharpe. Yeah, we're good. They're going to be good until they're going to do it. They can do it. We're going to talk about it. We are, all right, the last 3 years, roller coaster, blah, blah, blah. We know. He's added to the show. I wanted to give you some props on his show, how it's doing. He said, Stephen A. never left my side. We still talk. We probably talk more than we did when I was actually on the show. He's been great. He's always been in my corner. Respect. Okay? Always, hyperbole. Always. No, it wasn't always. We all know what happened. We all saw in real time when Stephen A. and it hit with Shannon, Stephen A. he didn't even toe the company line. He crossed over and said, look, I got to look out for me, my job, my security, everything I built, what this company's brand is. And I hate it when people took it the wrong way and said, oh, he sold Shannon out. He ain't rocking with Shannon. No, he's rocking with Stephen A. We're all survivalists before we're thrivers. Okay, we survive first. That's how our genetic DNA has evolved for thousands of years. We got to survive, then we thrive. Okay, I love you, big dog, but I ain't taking that bullet for you. It sound good. It sound good. There's not a single, no. My kids, yes, but damn it, I got to think about that twice too. God dog it, but I'm doing it. But my boys, man, hell no, I ain't taking no bullet for you. You stupid. Your ass is grown. I haven't agreed with all your decisions. I hate these little stupid codes. Oh, man, I'll die for you, homie. I'll take a bullet for you. Remember girls used to come up to you? Oh, man, I can't be without you. I was like, you better figure it out. This life gonna be without me. Hell no. So I didn't know Stephen A. that well. We knew each other usually in passing. I don't want to do that. I want to give him some flowers. Where is it? Here we go. During the 2025 football season, his overall YouTube views rose 22% from the previous year. Peep that. They went up this year. That's sick. After all that stuff, all that talk, people going, see, y'all boycott him, man. Look how he treated that lady. Look at them videos. I mean, the audio. Listen to the audio. Look how he came out and attacked her. Shut up. 22% up. And his live episode views increased 32%. On Thursday night, he and Johnson were set to host a live taping of Nightcap at the Hearst Theater. I saw that. Shout out to LaRussell, who was there performing. That's dope. Okay? And he talks about the fans. He loves y'all for supporting him. Blah, blah, blah. What happened to the boycott, y'all? I thought y'all boycotting Shannon. Shut up. Colin Kaepernick boycott. Every time I hear boycott, I think of two things. Louis Vuitton and Colin Kaepernick. And I'm like, y'all lying? Because all I see is Louis suits. Louis suits everywhere, and the NFL's ratings couldn't be higher. So the thing about it is, will they allow him to come back? Being real. Has enough time went by because time heals all wounds. Well, it doesn't really heal all wounds. You don't believe me? What's this? That's forever. Right? I got so many of these little moles, these little black, they call them birthmarks. I call them black marks. You know what I mean? Like just little stains and shit. I got stains all over my body. Regardless of my size, my height and weight, my silhouette, you can see these stains and know who I am, right? Identify me that way. I don't think time's going by and there will be enough time for them to want to do it. Now, they may do it. This is how there's two plays. Will they do it? Yeah, because Stephen A. can sit there and poke his chest out and say, I took one from a boy. I'm behind the scenes working my magic, and they like, maybe. Especially if Disney spins ESPN off. So I'm just going to say this in short because it's too much in the weeds right now. I got to wait for it to simplify. Y'all know that the ESPN bought 10% of the NFL, right? And they got the deal, right? So now they're going to be partners, but the NFL still's like, yeah, we partners, but I ain't giving y'all no damn sweetheart deals. Y'all got to be in the licensing right game like everybody else. Okay. So damn, Disney has a new successor in their CEO. So Bob Iger stepped down, and the guy who ran the parks, I'm sorry, I don't know his name. He just got the job. He's now in the head. There's a plan in play potentially where Disney sells off ESPN, ABC, and say, y'all do your own thing, your own verticals, because that's a smoother path to liquidity. I'm trying to keep it simple. So if that happens, then they like, we running our own show. We not Disney. Shannon. Oh, Shannon. That's the way it can happen. If not, if they still stay Disney and all these shareholders and all that cornbread, all that, we're at the Waldorf. Did I read a headline about that guy? That guy. You know that guy. That ain't happening. So I want success for him on any level. So we'll see what happens. Let's beat it up in the comments. Okay, let's get into a little bit of beef. Can't believe this happened, but because I know all parties involved, including the late, great Junior Seau, I must comment on this. This is our Super Bowl recap real quick. Real spit as I go into these comments, see what y'all talking about. King Juju's number one. I see you, baby. People don't understand playing the long game. Yes. The long game is tough. People understand it too sometimes, but you're right. What you don't understand is how much endurance you need. Like, I understand how long a marathon is. I could say I'm going to do it. Shit. Mile 8, my legs are going to fall off. Mile 12, I have no toes left. That's what it is. The long game is it's not about understanding it. It's about enduring it. A lot of decisions to make in the long game. A lot. How long have you been faithful? I ain't talking about what you're going to tell me. I ain't talking about what you're going to show me. I'm not talking about I'm talking about that massage parlor in Thailand. I'm just being real. Like, come on. How long have you done anything perfectly? Go. I didn't play football perfectly. You can't go to practice and not mess up. I've skipped practices. I've missed the practice before. You want to talk about perfect? You want to talk about long game? What long game is perfect? None. So, okay, let's get to another thing. Life is a long game. Say it, Patrick Edwards. Jesus. All right, so here's something. Y'all know Junior Seau, unalived back in a few years ago. 10 years now, has it been? It's been a while. There was a doctor, David Chow, my homeboy. He used to come on my show, too. That's my dog. Ryan Leaf, we all know, the number 2 overall pick behind Peyton Manning, went to the San Diego Chargers. A lot of beef. A lot of Chargers didn't like him. He obviously had his addiction issues, et cetera. But now he's a different man. But the question is, how different?
That quack Dr. Chow on.
You had him on?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a quack, isn't he?
What happened?
Well, listen, this goes way back, right?
Yeah.
Like
there's a history there.
There's a history there.
So they see each other at the Super Bowl, Radio Row. I'm taking y'all all through the Super Bowl experience. It's going to be crazy. Cardi B coming up next. They acting a donkey up there. So he sees Dr. Chow, who used to be the team doctor for the Chargers. He did 2 of my surgeries. Respect. Got me right. Him and Junior were like best friends to us. Like him and Junior inseparable. So Ryan Leaf sees him now. How many years later after when he played? How many years later after Junior Seau's unalived? And now this happens.
It's all about ethics for me. Like Junior played for New England. Junior was my teammate for 3 years. Those two apparently were really close, but he ended up being his drinking buddy. And then he was still prescribing him pain pills and Ambien.
You're talking about Junior Seau.
Yeah, yes. And Doc. And he was prescribing him pain pills and Ambien even after that first suicide attempt. And I think he played a role in that. He enabled the behavior, and he's just never taken any accountability for it.
Yeah.
And so I have a real problem with that. I work with a lot of former NFL players, guys who are going through real struggles that I went through, and I hate to see doctors taking advantage of that.
Okay, let me stop right there, because one thing my therapist told me I had to be very careful of, and I'm working on it, is not to be a crusader. So what you've been through and you've overcome, right, whatever adversity that you've able to see head on, deal with, it knocked you down, and now you're standing up, be careful. Because you can sound like that dude coming out of jail talking about all this new stuff you learned. A lot of people are sitting there like, okay, big dog, we respect. What did Tupac say? I ain't mad at you. So now, obviously, we know Ryan Leaf had to battle addiction, and now he sees a former player in the fraternity who loses his life, and he's prescribing potentially some of that to the addiction or to the enabled behavior from a doctor. A lot of assumptions are being made right here. I'm not going to litigate this right now because I knew all parties. But a lot of assumptions are being made. You think that 2 + 2 is 4. Not in this situation. It's something between 3 and 5. Continue.
He feels more like he was a groupie in the situation than anything else. And why couldn't he just be his friend? Why was he still writing prescriptions to him that ultimately, when you're going through suicidal and depression things, you don't take Ambien, you don't take painkillers, right? That's stuff that takes you down the
It's
hole.
inappropriate.
I've had
Okay, I knew he was going to, and everybody should take a sociology course. It just gives you peace in life. It just lets you know that we're more robots than we think. I'm telling you, I knew he was going to say this, and I didn't even watch this video yet. It diffuses the bullshit. Here we go. Dr. Chow was not a groupie. Let me just tell you, he was the team doctor. Like, it was actually more players groupie to him because he was the doctor. You're like, dog, I need something. I'm hurting. This is a different era, too. I'm telling y'all, we used to get envelopes with nothing on it. Okay, so don't put this all on Dr. Chow. That said, if my doctor is also my boy, there's going to be blurred lines. I understand. And you can say, well, it's the doctor's duty not to hang with you. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to talk to y'all in no code. I'm going to tell y'all for real. You know how many doctors I know? I mean, I play football. I've been hurting a lot. I've just had a surgery. Matter of fact, the hip surgery I just had was from who? A parent at my school who is who? My friend, my boy. Guess what he gave me? Some drugs. Gave me prescription. I'm still here, so that's why this is a sensitive subject, but don't let the sensitivity actually make you look at it any differently in terms of the concrete behaviors, okay? Because it's so sensitive, all of a sudden, you start to become illogical. because you're emotional, because it's sensitive. Junior's my guy. Respect, rest in peace. Best teammate ever. But come on now. You had your addiction issues, then you see somebody unalive themselves, and then you say because they had some prescriptions. Junior's first attempt fooled everybody, except if you could have that real conversation. You ran off the road? Really? I fell asleep in the car at 17. I still fall asleep in the car when I let Elon drive. Put that thing in full driving mode, I'll be like this, whoa. My wife hates me. I'm like, dog, he doing all the work. What you mean? I'm just keeping it real.
Problem with him for a long time, and I've told them that, and people have heard me from it. But this was the first time I felt confident enough that I had enough information that I could talk to him, or not really talk to him, like confront him. My wife and I all week long knew we were probably going to run into him, so we practiced it at home. When I saw him,
who played
premeditated? Ugh. Ryan ain't thinking right now. I mean, look, they had a verbal altercation, so I'm not going there. It could have got worse, obviously, while you confronting somebody about this. But also, Ryan, Junior been gone, bro. I'm not taking Dr. Child's side because I ain't even heard what he said yet. But come on, man. Like, Radio Row, Super Bowl week, you thinking all week when you going to see Dr. Child about Junior Seau? Even if you really want to get Dr. Child, because you're like, he dirty, he dog, there is a way. This is almost like the person who gets pulled over by the police. We're going to show that too, NFL player. It gets pulled over and all of a sudden this is your time to litigate. This is your time to resist. This is your time to prove a point. Cops ain't shit. I hate cops. So you going to resist? This is out of place. This is totally out of place.
Who?
I played myself. She played Dr. Chow.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
all right.
And I was going to take the high road, and I was going to talk, mild manner. And for whatever reason, the first person I saw on Radio Row yesterday
was him.
Now, this was a test.
Yeah.
And I failed it miserably.
Yeah. What time? Honey, that's not how we practiced it last night.
Didn't work out the way.
8:40 a.m. yesterday
So it was
morning.
right after. So he was on with us pretty early, and then so you run into each other here at Radio Row, which is full of.
But no one was here then.
Okay.
It was like empty space over there, and I walked by, and I don't know if it was a projection on my part or somebody looked like he gave me a little smirk or something.
Okay, yep.
No, he didn't. You just wanted to see a smirk. It could have been anything he did. He could have went and tied his shoes. You were like, oh, he trying to lace them up. He ready to go. Like, see how people be writing their own scripts? Come on, man. Hit the like button. Someone just told me. Hit the like button right now. Let's get to 100 likes in 100 seconds. What? This is why, man, I'll be a punk. I'll be whatever you want me to be, but I'm going to be me. And one thing I ain't trying to do is walk to Super Bowl week, Radio Row, and have a confrontation when all they got is ladies and drinks everywhere. And you married? What you fighting for? You already won.
And I just said, you effing fraud.
Yeah.
And
you said that to him.
Yeah. And I said, you absolutely are the most despicable individual.
Did he look around and go, who, me?
No, he's just like, Ryan. And then a guy sitting next to him was like, why don't you come on the Ross Tucker show and we'll talk about all this? And I go, F you and F Ross Tucker. Poor Ross Tucker got pulled into this. The nicest guy on the planet. I swear to God, if he would have said, come on, why don't you come on WEEI and talk about this, that's what it would have come out of my mouth,
Hey, Ryan, it kind of felt good, though, didn't it?
It felt good for about 10 minutes.
Who's this host? It kind of felt good, didn't it? See how this ignorance, at least this guy is trying to keep it. This is the guy that's your partner, but he's like, this is some dumb shit. That's the dumb shit face. I'm going to let you talk. I'm not going to insult you. My partner going to be here beyond this segment, so I'm definitely not going to go that way. But what are we talking about here? How old are we? Like, this is the path? What are we doing?
Okay, all right. Then
that's listen, I go around this country and I talk about your attitude, your behavior, your effort. Those are the only three things you can control. I'm working with my child right now, an 8-year-old boy, who I want him to be much better than I ever was in all this. And so no matter what I'm feeling, even though there's an emotionality, and listen, there is, because Junior Seau, as good a football player he was a great person.
Unbelievable guy.
And I'm telling you right now, if he was sitting at this table, overcome those adversities, the things he went through, and was telling you his story, it would be so much more impactful than mine. Why is my dumbass still here and alive? That's the big question I ask a lot of times. So I get emotional about it. And so that came out. And frankly, I think it was the most unethical thing that he could have done. and I've been ashamed of him for not taking accountability for it.
No.
And maybe I'm not the representative for somebody for him to take accountability for, but I don't like it.
Wow. That got way deeper than I wanted it to, because him tying his emotionality to his mortality. And he should have learned this lesson so long ago. You ever seen little angels unalived? You ever seen a little kid? I mean, I just saw a little kid the other day. Read the story. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? Don't use that as a prop up. Don't use that as a boost to say this is why you're on this emotional or this moral high ground. Don't do that. Don't do that. You got a version of this story that you believe, and one of the parties that you're talking about obviously is not here, and you're going to run with this years later, and it could be true. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying the way you handling this is so wrong. Like, it almost sounds like you can't prove it, so you're going to litigate it in the court of public opinion. And for me, you know what that gets. Can I hit her with it? Damn it. I need one stronger than that. I need that. No, I need something like that. Don't do that. These are false accusations, allegations. You better be careful. You already sued Dr. Child. Remember that before. And look, Dr. Child has been in trouble too with the medical board or something. I don't know what it was about. Surgeries and stuff. Shoot, why I got to guess? Let's go.
I'm sitting here doing the morning show, the radio show, and over my left shoulder, you're standing here, minding your own business, doing your own thing. And freaking Ryan Leaf comes up. Now, I've seen Ryan Leaf say some things about you on Twitter, and I just think to myself, hey, Ryan, you're a guy who's had a terrible reputation your entire career. It's been rehabbed in some ways, like you've been rehabbed in some ways. And he comes over to you, and the next thing I know, it got very aggressive. You handled yourself very well, Doctor. Dato handled himself very well. But what the hell did Ryan Leaf even say to you?
Look,
we got the video, and look at. I mean,
okay, okay. Look,
we're just jumping straight into it.
Yeah, Doc, jump into that microphone.
You witnessed it, okay? So look,
he can't even get out. He's like, what the? I just got here. This dude came up to me talking about everything he just said, and I'm like, what? Okay.
I'm not making a big deal out of it. Look, Ryan, I wish the best for Ryan. Okay, I'm not sure why. Over the 10 years here at Radio Row, I've seen him dozens of times. This is the first time he's ever said anything to me. This offseason or this season, he said, when Quentin Jammer was defending me when he was attacking randomly, he said, I've told him to his face. I'm like, no, that was his first interaction I've had with Ryan since he left San Diego. I mean, I went to Ryan's wedding. I wish him the best in his recovery and everything else. I've stayed out of the fray. The only thing I did say to him right there, he's been accusing me of, why did you go to Gina Seau's house to convince her not to study Junior's brain? And I said, well, you have the facts wrong, Ryan. That's the only thing I said to him. Gina and her oldest daughter came to my house the day after Junior died and asked me for advice on how to study the brain. And I got the brain studied at the NIH. I said, you got your facts wrong. You're full of shit. This, at the whatever. I'm not going to get there. Dato offered him, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it on the air. I said, well, I've invited you on my podcast. I'm not doing that. Okay. How about Ross Tucker? No, I'm not, look.
But he was using some colorful language.
Yeah, all right. I think I know where this is going. Blah, blah, blah. If there's a part 2 to it, I'll give Dr. Child his due for sure. But I already hear it. You want to talk, but you don't want to talk about it. You want to talk, but you don't want to talk about it because you don't even know it. Do you understand how much evidence goes into any court case? You ever go to court? You ever been sued? Even when they sue you, even when they say, we're going to serve you, you're like, man, look, I don't know what I did or what they think I did, but I ain't reading all this shit. This ain't happening. Nope. That is 974 pages. Just to say I didn't pay the gardener? Man, if you don't get on my face. And this is way more important than that. And I'm like, all right, let's talk. Oh, you don't want to talk? You don't want to talk? What's wrong with you? People are crazy. I'm telling you, Super Bowl week, I love going. I love the money that you get. I also don't love that it's a lot of intermingling that it's a lot of fun. It's a big frat party. On one level, it's a big frat party. You run into all your boys. And my kids are too young right now to experience that because all I'm going to see is, what's up, dog? What the fuck? Where you been there? meet my daughter Araya, she's 7, and my daughter Olivia, she's 5. So if I'm not gonna do that, I'm kind of like, I went to waste management instead, just to enjoy me. You know what I mean? But Super Bowl is a whole lot of love, but it's a whole lot of thin line between love and hate. You don't believe me?
Him and Mike McCarthy have talked. I think he has more of an appreciation for Mike now than he had by a lot. You know, it's kind of absence makes the worker fonder. I wouldn't be, listen, I train with Aaron in the offseason. I still can't tell you how it'll be on a Monday or a Tuesday. Like, I never know. Like, he's just, like, you never know. Like, I thought we were real good friends and all that stuff. I think he called me back once this whole offseason, so screw him.
Blah, blah, blah. These fellas up there getting in their feelings, huh? Super Bowl gangster. I try to tell y'all, man. Oh, man, they got all kind of stuff going on. Remember the Minnesota GM that got fired? Paternity leave, and he took 2 weeks off. The players couldn't take time off. Super Bowl, wild. Real wild. You start seeing images like this, you're like, what the hell is going on? Cardi B over there twerking with a robot? Let me just say this. Someone wrote a lyric, and I just heard it. It was like, show me a woman who can win a Grammy or go platinum now that ain't twerking. I was like, that's an interesting lyric. They have really got these girls, the women rappers, they really have sexualized them. It's sad, because I went to school with Lauryn Hill. You know, Lauryn Hill. Yeah, like me and her on the phone freestyling against each other. She ain't out yet. She just a homie. Real spit. And that, all she was telling me she was going to do, all the things that she told me that she was doing over the years when she was going back and forth and all that, it wasn't about nothing sexual. It wasn't twerk. It was work. And now we in a spot where if you don't drop it, you better stop it. It's crazy. Real spit. Now, first of all, I don't know how much you think that robot weigh, but you weigh more. Why? Because you're taller. And why? Because you're thicker. So you might have thought it had like some concrete boots, some steel boots. It did not. It did not. She grabbed the back of his head. He said, let's go. He trying to get some. Bad enough, take some. Oh, my God. What is going on? So that turns into this, which is cracking me up. This is what Ryan Leaf posted with her. They both like collaborated on this. Delete or I will sue immediately. You gonna sue for what? Somebody filmed you in public falling? Like, this is when they say celebrities are weird and all that stuff, and I'm like, I love to defend people, you know me. I love to be like, nah, y'all ain't looking at it completely the right way. Then
You gone to any good parties this week?
Honey, I just came from a party. I took like 7 shots. I'm late. Y'all talking to me, and I'm drunk as a motherfucker.
And you ain't bring nothing?
I love it. I love it. I just wanted to point out that that's what's going down up north where I'm from. The Bay Area is on fire right now. But that, you know, it's a great frat party. It's the best thing. You got to check the box. You check the box until you stop checking the box. Some people want to stop checking the box for other reasons. So let's talk about the science and really football. Something retires you. It's not just because you can't play anymore. There are other factors.
You could, trust me, you could still play right now because you're in really good shape. And to your point about the NFC Championship game, if you had run on the field in the fourth quarter, you would have had immediate impact. So you said the grind, it just wore you out. You wore out. Why? What's the grind? Describe the grind.
Just thinking, not taking no breaks. Like it wasn't no vacations. It was go to Pittsburgh, and I'm at Pittsburgh and I'm training just all year round. Like from Monday, Friday be my last day. That's my free day. Like if I want to have a drink, hang out with the friends, that was Friday. Recover Saturday, and then right back to work on Sunday. So.
Okay. I was about to say, he better clean that up because that's a damn lie. He knows it. He ever like, well, I got my free day. But the problem is, like, if you guys, let me relate it to you. Everyone likes to work out in the morning pretty much, in general, right? Because you get it out the way. when you work out later, there are some people after work, I got to go. And it's a discipline. It's a whole different animal. And I love it. I respect it. But the thing is, you ever talk to them in the day? You ever talk to them in the morning? Yeah, man, I got to do this, got this project, and then I got to go work out. Then you talk to them in the afternoon another day, and then I got to go work out. Oh, man, damn. It's always on your mind. Always there when you call. Always on time. It's like you can't stop thinking about it. And that's an anxiety, right? So a lot of football players, a lot of athletes, the thing is they do have vacations. They do, fancy ones too. They do have time off. The problem is it's always there when you call. I hear you, football. Always on time.
That's all it was. Like it's for me, it take a toll, man. It's like mentally just get drained. And once I lost the urge to want to train all year round and do those things, it's a discourage to the game, what it was able to do for me and my family. Just to go out there for a check. I wish I could do it. People are like, man, you out your damn mind turning that money down. But it's like, the game been too good to me for me to disrespect it, man. So
okay, you cleaned it up.
I just didn't have the urge to want to play the game no more.
You good with this? You understand?
To play the game anymore. What he said, he said discouraged, but he said he cleaned it up. He said disrespect. What he really meant was like, dog, I can't cheat this game. I've been too good to it. I've been too great to it, and it's been even greater to me, right? I can't cheat on her, dog. She amazing. right? Football been so good to this dude. He like, I love you. I ain't gonna never do nothing. And then when he felt the urge, he like, I might do something. He's like, we got to break up, girl.
Stand this?
Of course. I didn't train like I told you.
You
My
would
first
take
4 years,
months off.
I needed a mental break. Lee ain't doing shit. I'm be sitting on the stoop in the neighborhood for 4 months. And then I get back to football. When I get back to football, that's why I ain't the best in the world. You know what I'm saying?
But you great.
That's why I ain't the best in the world, though. Like, the best in the world, that clock gonna be crazy. That I'm telling you, I saw it with my own eyes.
It's a sacrifice,
and you see why. You see why.
That is real spit. Max Kellerman made me almost cry one time. We were talking on the air. We used to have these type of conversations, right? And he's like, dog, he said, you weren't gonna be great. I was like, listening to him, and he was like, because you had too many options. You were in your head, you knew that you didn't need football all the way. So therefore, your commitment to it was the same. It was like, And then it's funny because that made me reflect on the guys that I knew were great. And I was like, yo, whether it was true or not, they believe this was it. And I couldn't lie to myself and say, this is it. I couldn't. Football was already too fickle to me. It already messed with my knees after I was a all-American running back as a kid. I'm the fastest kid in the nation. I set national records in track. Then I played this sport called football, and it's like, you used to be great, but now we're going to mess with your legs a little bit. Fuck you. I'm mad at football. I saw football play around with me. Yeah, I'm getting recruited by a lot of schools. At the same time, wasn't the schools I thought I was going to Florida. Florida didn't call me. I was going to Texas. Only because of the colors. I love that orange or that soft orange. Neither one called me. Football. That's how you want to play it? Okay, so out of resentment, to a degree, I'm going to Columbia. Get y'all, jocks. You know what I mean? So your commitment level. Sometimes I want people to just realize you didn't get anything out of it, or you didn't get what you want out of it because what you gave it. To give is to get. What did you give it? Stop always complaining about what they did to you. What did you do to it? Talk.
Okay. So speaking of the Super Bowl, who you got tomorrow?
No, we ain't doing that. Blah, blah, blah. All right, love. We got more topics. Respect. Hey, Aaron Donald and his wife, Erica, shout out to them. They coach. Lil Man always playing. We play against them in football. They playing tackle now, so they left us. We'll be back. We'll be back. We'll see you too. What else retires athletes? Let's talk.
Arthritis and the kid that leaked that was an absolute asshole. I was talking to some guys in Confidential, and he had one of those metal glasses on like myself, and he ended up posting that. That wasn't for everybody to hear.
Okay, we all know who we talking about, Jon Jones, right? And he's sitting there chopping it up with a guy. I got the meta glasses too. I tell people, if you don't see that light on, I'm not recording you. If the light's on, you're getting recorded. I will never sneak you. I'm not in it for that. But people don't notice. I went and saw Nas perform. Shout out to Nas, and that's the homie. And we were all backstage talking, and his team was like, Dozone? No. He was just like, they on alert. You got to be on alert now.
Severe arthritis. And most people don't know that. I actually already qualified for a hip replacement.
Oh, shit. But that's how life works. I've been an athlete my whole entire life, and it's just something that comes with it. I think I started sports in 7th grade, and now I'm almost 40 years old. So it comes with it, but I do it all over again. And I feel great. You guys will see today. I'm going to get a warm up. I'm going to be running around, having fun, and doing what I do, baby.
I just got to give him props. That guy, the most killer we've ever seen without a weapon. You imagine you run up on him? I mean, look, being real. I run up on you, I'm not thinking that this will be the craziest destruction of my body ever if I go against Jon Jones. Like, I wouldn't think I would rather choose the Glock 9 than that guy. You know what I mean? Like, no, shoot me. Actually, shoot me. No, yeah. No, you can shoot me. No, not here. No, not here either, but just not him. I don't want, God, dog. I love me some Jon Jones. Respect. Okay, keep it going. Beat up in the comments. We're about to show you an arrest. Another thing that retires athletes is your stupid ass. You get caught up. We know how the game goes. So sometimes you get caught up. Hit the like button so we can get this thing out there. People were in the comments saying, damn, dog, I didn't know you even did a live stream. Me either. I'm going to do it every day I can. Okay, that's life. That's just it. Ain't no schedule. 5 o'clock on weekdays, a little later on the weekends because I let y'all sleep in. That's it. That's life. Okay, real spit. Hit the like button. Check this out. This is crazy. James Pierce Jr., who we know is accused of intentionally crashing his Lamborghini into his ex-girlfriend's car multiple times. Damn, he must have been in that zone. The Lambo, to stop her from getting to a police station. I think she's going to get there. Law enforcement sources tell him. So that turns into, what the hell are you talking about? We all know him. He was a rookie last year, right? Had 10 and a half. He played for Atlanta. Then you see this. Oh, damn. Can't duck, dog. We see it. It's all good. It's all right. Let's go. All right, let's get up out of there. This is all I got to say. I'm starting to find a real strong correlation between people's ideologies, mindsets, political parties, and certain behaviors. And I'm here to be whatever you want to call me, the UT as they call me, the C, uncle, but not uncle like Snoop. Man, I'm allergic to this bullshit. Uncle Tom, Coon, whatever. Look, stop messing. I'm allergic to the bullshit. Stop messing with the police. Stop messing with that girl, too. I don't know what y'all. Do not turn into no Sha'Carri and Kristen Coleman. Come on, man. Oh, my God. This story. Oh, I can't do it. I got to get off it. I can't get off it. Please tell me, another thing that could retire you is just the physicality of the sport. This is all my Super Bowl preview since I don't want to talk about the game like that. I'll review the game. Tomorrow we going over that game. But today, I'm going to tell you what the game feel like and show like. Let me see this. Y'all seen this? Y'all seen this? Jesus! What is going on? You know, I always told y'all that UFC and boxing is at the bottom of the pyramid in terms of athleticism, and at the top is basketball. We have a new bottom.
Oh, what the hell?
Hey, I don't know what I'm watching, but I played football for a long time. He got on cleats too. Oh, his hand is up. Oh, he's seasoned. He's sleep. This can't be real. Jesus. I can't even see the rest of this. What is this? What is this? Oh, he gonna go. Yep, I knew that.
Look at this. That is textbook.
Okay, it sounds like it's overseas. Beat it up in the comments. Help me, y'all. What am I watching? Okay, good. Let me end on that one, damn it. Oh, Jesus. See, this is what's crazy, too. No matter how gangster and crazy you are, how hard you are in football, how hard you are in life, you ain't that hard. Ain't nobody that hard. Everybody is like trying to be a father, trying to push their girl in the swings. I don't buy no tough stuff. God, that is the most gangster thing I've ever seen in my life. What the hell were they doing? Okay, we're going to have to skip through some stuff. Not a lot, though, because this show is getting heavy. I want to point out some hypocrisy in sports media, because sometimes cats get on their horse. Everybody love Terence Crawford? Me too. Everybody love Bud? Yeah, me too. However, Bud, come on, man. You can't be doing this. This ain't right. This ain't right.
My thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character.
Ooh. Ooh.
Sometimes, you know, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money?
That hurt. In that moment, admit it. That hurt Shannon. Golly. That went viral, right? Everybody was showing that. Watch it again. Watch from Shannon's perspective and watch what I do with this.
My thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character.
I'm only laughing at the pain that came from him, like, that's what we doing? Like, we were on a lighter level than this. Whatever you want to say, okay? It didn't have to be a joke, but it certainly wasn't this heavy. And now you don't switch the tracks on me like that? Respect. Terence Crawford, that's why you are TC. That's why you Bud. That's why you undefeated. That's why you went out with a blaze. You went out banging. That's why you are who you are, okay? I have nothing to say. Plus, you're a guest in my house. I love that. But guys, watch this.
Sometimes, you know, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money?
My thought is everything has a price. There is not.
Okay. Your thought is everything has a price, right? And you thought you were right. And you thought you were talking to somebody who would agree. He totally flipped that script. He went 180 like none other. Or did he?
So I think when I retire, I have a lot of things to put my energy into.
You think you're going to be somebody that come back?
Nah.
When you done, you done.
It's over with.
It's $100 million on the table, bro.
I'm coming back.
Huh?
I'm coming back.
I need to get that and I'm retire
coming
again.
back.
Let me get that, I'm retire again.
I'm coming back. 100 M's?
Yeah. One more, Terrence.
For 100 million, you will come back. Right now.
I gotta pray on it, bro.
No, you ain't gotta pray on nothing.
I have to.
For 100 million, Andre SOG Ward, and I'm saying this in the camera right now.
I said one shot.
Andre SOG Ward will come back right now for 100 million. Promise you.
I gotta pray on it.
Yeah, all right. God gonna say, you gonna pray, and then God, you gonna say, God told me to take the money. God gonna tell you this. God gonna tell me, hey, God gonna tell me I got one more in me. Yeah. The way you was shadowboxing today, and you was moving around, God gonna tell you, boy, you got one more left in you. And you been resting your body. Go on, give me time.
It's a whole lot of bread on the table, bro, if I wanted to.
It ain't no 100 million.
It's a lot of money on the table, bro.
It ain't no 100 million. One fight for 100 million.
It ain't 100 million, but it's up there though.
One fight for 100 million, you coming back. Boxing is a poor man's sport.
Facts.
And for them to drop 100 M's on you right now.
I ain't got that call yet.
I know you didn't. That's what I'm saying. Hey, look,
I ain't got that call yet.
Go to the side. You gonna be like, all right, it's gonna be well worth it. It's gonna be well worth it.
Come on, y'all. What just happened here? I mean, there's a lot of ways we could take this. You can say, man, Bud been hitting the head too many times. Nope, that ain't it. Bud is sharp. Them faculties are sharp, not compromised. Damn, he just lying like that? Oh, he changed his mind. He changed his heart. Really? Changed his mind and heart when he's questioning character to the fullest? Okay, let's dance around this because I really don't have the answer to this one. I do know that there's a certain level of respect that is given based on where you are. I just had this conversation a week ago. Someone was talking about some stars. And then they knew that some of us knew some of those stars, like people. And they were like, are they nice? Are they cool? And I was like, yeah, they're cool. But some of them are cool with us, but not cool with everybody. You know, you got to know that person. It could be you. It could be your boss. They're nice to their level, but when you ain't on their level, whatever that is, they ain't as nice. They're not as open. They're not as revealing, right? It could be that. So I was thinking like maybe he just don't respect Shannon like that. He don't respect football players. I don't know, because he didn't really unveil what he really felt. The whole tone was different. The whole spirit was different. The question was the same. You're looking at Shannon like he a crumb. Shannon ain't no crumb. But damn, he treated him like one. Could be that. But the thing that's even deeper and more interesting to me is not why he flip-flopped. Because, you know, I guess you ask the same question twice, you might get a different answer. Hey, Wiley, who you got in the Super Bowl today? Seattle, fool. Come on, man. That offense, JSN, it's a wrap. Hey, Wiley, 10 minutes later, who you got in the Super Bowl? Come on, man. Mike Vrabel, that's my dog. We came out the same draft class. One of the best coaches ever. Drake May, young Tom Brady, I guess. But I do want to just stop people from this, because there's another one of these that's running rampant. Everyone always talking about selling your soul. Do you understand that your soul, whatever you want to really describe and explain your soul to be, is not for sale? It's about your choices that will go where you go, and your soul will follow. This whole, I sold my soul. Your soul ain't sitting there saying, man, I'm bidding out. Your soul? You made bad decisions, sometimes in good times and bad times. Have you ever seen this? You ever made a bad decision, but it was a good time to make a bad decision so you don't have any consequences that come from it? You ever make a okay decision, but it's a bad time to make that okay decision, so now you're going to have to feel it? I've been there. The consequences are uneven in this world. The sooner you learn that, the better you are. Because then you'll start walking around here talking about equality. It ain't. I am not the same height as you. That doesn't mean I'm taller either. I don't know you. I walk up to 6'8" dudes all the time. I'm like, damn, if I was 6'8". But I'm 6'4" and a quarter. It's 6-footers walking around me right now. 5'11" dudes. Damn, if I was 6'4". This world ain't even. You stupid. Guess what? The consequences aren't even. The choices and the circumstances aren't even. Nothing's even. You ever go to the jungle? You ever go to the wild? You ever go to the zoo and just really look? And you over here fighting and losing your damn mind over even. Oh, I ain't selling my soul. Child, please. It's okay to say, I don't want to do that. I don't want to take that. The risk that comes from another fight, I don't want to endure. But please stop trying to make it deeper and grander. I'm not going to sell my soul and my character. I already said I'm not. You said you weren't then. You also said that $100 million wouldn't bring you back. Now, you said it will. Which one is it? Stop trying to attach it to something deeper to sound smarter and better. And that's not for Terence Crawford explicitly. It's for us. Guys, I always got to go, shut up, dog. You're not going to have a drink tonight. Okay, I get it. Don't drink. I'm not drinking either. I've only had one day of drinking in the last 2 weeks. My wife thinks I'm drinking every day. I'm laughing at her because I use the same cup. It's real out here. Oh, yeah, it's real out here. Beat it up in the comments. Austin Reeves, you better duck. Draymond on the lurk. Draymond on the lurk. I'm going to show you that. I want to show you that. No, I ain't going to show you that. Let's get out of here. We got to get something. We got to get some sociology, something political, something. Yeah, let's go back to that Trump stuff. No. Let's get happy and then let's get sad and then let's get happy again. Then we out. Okay. First, let's get happy. I love Hall of Famers. More than champions, and I love champions, but I love me a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt when I see a Hall of Famer what I think. Amazing. There is a doubt when I see some champions, because I got a couple boys with rings, and they sucked. They were horrible. I'm like, nah, you get a ring, and I ain't get one. They're like, yeah, this world ain't even.
Run it out, yeah!
He is pumped. That is life. The best. This is the best ever. Look at that.
Hey, Rod. Thanks, brother. Welcome to the 2026 Hall of Fame, bro. Badass. Class of 26, baby.
Hey, you know what? You going in at your house that you built in San Francisco, huh? It's here.
It's your house, baby.
Look at this. Hey. Come on, man.
Hey.
So those are the type of videos that impact me, okay? I know I live in a world right now where I'm supposed to be having the impact of another video where, you know, they got me looking like a monkey, or at least my people looking like monkeys, even though all people were monkeys and animals in that thing. But I get it. All people ain't went through, my people went through. But I'm just going to tell you who I am and tell you who I think these people are. And let's talk through this. Watch this. This is gangster.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, I just want to apologize on behalf of Trump. I never thought he'd drop a bomb on Atlanta and kill all those black people. You know, that's crazy. It's never right to kill him. Hold on. That's not what he did. What'd he do? A video? He ain't even post it? Yo, that's what we cried about. A video that he didn't even post. Y'all are sick, man. Black people are sick. Y'all need help. Y'all, you see, your problem is it ain't systemic racism. It ain't no damn oppressor holding you back. It's your sensitivity. You're so damn sensitive. You just have to blame somebody for why you're not getting ahead in life. That's what this is really about. Oh my God, because Trump is so racist, that's why we can't figure our lives out. You got me thinking he blew up Atlanta.
Stupid.
I got people. I'm on a trip, man. I'm trying to go to Super Nintendo World. I got Ari Spears making posts about me, tagging me in posts. I got y'all. Yo, you got to speak on this, man. This is crazy. How could our president think like this? He didn't even post the video. Get over yourselves. Nobody wakes up and thinks, how can I piss off a bunch of black people today? How can I make it seem as though I'm racist? You think Trump's thinking that? And not to mention the video depicted everybody as a damn monkey. White, black, Joe Biden. What are you talking about? Mind you, you elected a guy that told you to your face, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That's the most racist thing I ever heard.
Okay. And on this show we borrow. Blah, blah, blah. Now, the way I get down is not as dismissive as that. You know, I don't want to lump because I think that's where we need to be in this nuance. Those who can stomach it. Not everyone can stomach it. I learned that from this video that just came out about the Lion King or wherever the hell, even though the Lion King only had Rafiki. You know, I don't even know if he a monkey. What was Rafiki? Point is, I don't like extremes on either side because I don't even like the sides. Like, you imagine if you are a Republican, you are sitting there right now having to hold steady and strong to Republican preaching points and Republican policies. Like, that person, and the Democrat, that person. Like, I see them all the time. I'm like, dog, you know that is not right. You know that is something you can disagree with. But they can't because of their allegiance to their party, to their loyalty to their group. And that's where I just sit here and I'm like, all right, well, one day you gonna hate me and one day you're gonna hate me, but I'm gonna love myself. because I am not about to go with the tides of this water. So I don't think, even though he said black people, he's like, black people, you're too sensitive, too emotional. Michael Irvin was talking about that. Like, you leading with your hate, you're leading with your issues, you're leading with your angst from hundreds of years ago instead of right now. You're in the boardroom with a white guy, you're in the boardroom with all types of people. They ain't trying to hear all that. They trying to hear, how can we get this deal done? So Michael Irvin went there, he went there, but let me just go here. I'm a black person, and I'm going to speak loud, I'm going to speak long, because you ain't going to sit there and say black people are, because I'm not offended. I wasn't offended. When I saw the whole video, I saw everybody getting mocked. I'm like, that's the mockery. Well, why you put that on us? One, for someone who has posted stuff before, whether it's careless or not, sensitive or not, I'm not making these videos. It may make a grander point for me, but I'm not down to the detail. I'm not like, oh, I love that video, but can you swap the heads of the bodies? No. Is there white people that are monkeys and apes and stuff? Yeah, well, then we good. No. Even if you're not, and you mad at me for not being mad, why are you mad? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I got way more things in my world to be mad at. If we want to talk about black America, if we want to talk about America, I like to talk about America, but people always want to, come on, talk about our issues. Okay. You ain't gonna want to hear it. Which one is it? Point is, I know some of the plights of our community, and we not addressing them. We just talk about all that twerking. We over here sexualizing all our women that have platform, and the ones that don't, they just over there, making them cat fight. I don't like that. I don't like the crime. I don't like this whole mindset, this whole disposition towards law enforcement. I don't like that we're in last place socioeconomically in 17 major categories. You want to go somewhere to get me mad? I got videos. I got stuff that gets me pissed. Pissed. Okay, so that was a Republicans kind of side. I don't like this. This ain't for me. I like Megan Thee Stallion. I don't like this. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm supposed to vote? What are you doing? How insulting? Look at this. First of all, let's look at this. Shout out to Klay Thompson. But what am I supposed to do? That hurt my feelings more than anything. The one that hurt my feelings the more than anything, and when I say hurt, I'm like, damn, they really think I'm stupid. Was when Joe Biden told Charlemagne, if you're not black, you don't vote for me. And Charlemagne literally, look at my tongue, literally said nothing against that. Oh. But I'm supposed to be mad now. I'm not getting mad until I'm mad. I'm not getting mad until I want to be mad. All these fake ass mads. Y'all wasting y'all mads. Are y'all gonna boycott now? Here we go, Kaepernick. Here we go, Louis Vuitton. Here we go, Target. Here we go. Y'all, and I'm not saying black. I'm saying y'all. You all, because I saw a lot of white people, a lot of other people say, you better call this out, denounce this. I'm not denouncing nothing. I'm not. You can. And then pass the, what do you say in Minister Society? Okay, pass me the motherfucking brew. Like, give me a drink after you finish being outraged. When you're done getting outraged, come here. What's up, boy? That's how I live. And it ain't got to be alcohol. Ask my wife. She don't know yet. Okay? So everything else you want to be pissed off about, at least make it worth the piss offivity, whatever the word is. Make sure it's pointed in a direction that can help. Okay? Getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. For real. Here we go again. Right? Let me give you this one. This is a good one. This is real.
If progressives have a politics that says all white people are racist, all men are toxic, and all billionaires are evil, it's kind of hard to keep them on your side. And so we might want to think about, if you're chasing people out of the party, you can't be mad when they leave. And
I'm trying to break this up so I get that fair use. That was deep. Keep going.
Maybe if we had a different politics, we actually said dignity for everybody, everybody's respected, and we need you, more people might stay.
I'm clapping on that. That's my politics. That's my party. I'm so sorry. I'm not loyal to any of y'all. I'm loyal to the spirit, the attitude, the mindset, the direction, the actions of like, yeah, you're wrong. Yeah, you're wrong. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Come on, let's unite. Fight, fight, fight. That's all I got. If y'all don't like that, go ahead. Go ahead. This world is gigantic. I'll see you when I see you. But you're not going to make me get mad at stuff that, what are you mad at? What are you mad at? I just don't get it. Ooh, we got so many good topics. We're going to do this again. We're going to do this again. Trust that. But one, I got to show y'all my son again because y'all want to be happy. Look at this. Look at my son. Watch this. You better show it again. My son has a Powerade commercial. That's my boy.
Some people chase dreams.
That's my boy.
I ran from reality. Not for the attention. Not for the fame.
That's my boy.
But to prove a kid from Compton.
That's my boy.
Could write his own story.
That's my boy.
You might see a game. But I see the
That's
only
my
way
boy.
out.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Every single breath.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
And every
That's
single
my boy.
yard
That's my boy.
is a promise paid back in full.
That's my boy.
I've got more on the line.
Oh, Super Bowl commercial. Watch this today.
Because I'm running for more than just me.
Come on, y'all. Mess with me if you want. Oh, I love it too much. Love for you guys. We're going to get up out of here. Make sure you guys feel good. I can help you feel good. Make you feel much better. You got to make sure you get some Vinia in you. Help the blood flow. Yep, real spit. Let's go. What's good, fam? It's your boy, Marcellus Wiley. And I got to talk to you about something that's been a game changer for me. Y'all know I've been on the comeback trail after my hip surgery. And let me tell you, getting back to 100% ain't easy. I've been looking for anything to give me that edge, to help me bounce back stronger, faster. And that's where Vinia's new blood flow hydration product comes in. Oh, this ain't just another supplement, people. This is about optimizing your body from the inside out. Since I started taking Vinia blood flow hydration, I'm feeling a big difference in my physical therapy sessions and my energy levels. It's helping me get that crucial blood flow where it needs to go, helping my body heal and perform. I'm feeling more vibrant, more ready to tackle whatever comes my way. It's like my body just remembers how to be its best self. And for anyone out there just looking to elevate your daily well-being, this is it. And here's the best part. Vinia is so confident you'll love it, they're offering a 90-day money-back guarantee. That's how you know it's legit. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So head over to the link in my bio, check out Vinia Blood Flow Hydration, and start your own comeback story. Trust me, your body will thank you. Let's get it. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Love for you guys, man. Have an amazing day. I took the headphones off. I'm out. About to go to church. I got a birthday party. Boy, I'm glad they did that thing early. And then I'm about to go watch the Super Bowl. Go Seahawks. Go Patriots. And make sure you guys go and like this video right now. Please like this video so we get this out there. Peace. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation. So.